That was weird. That was really weird. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need what? There was someone in the chat, and now they're gone. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Trying to figure out if the stream went down just twice or just the once. No, that's something to figure out later. All right, I'm back. Is anyone there? Just me? What's happening? All right, so it looks like my Xbox doesn't want to cooperate tonight. Hey, Lucky, did the stream go down twice or just once? I caught you just before I knew it went down, and you were saying that you were suggesting that it may have gone down. Yeah, twice. Wow. Okay. All right. So, three options for you. Option number one. These are the two that I talked about during my Lego stream a couple of weeks back. Option one is Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, the 3DS/PSP game that follows on from the story of Batman Arkham Origins. Number two is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Number three, I noticed that there is a new entry in the Disney Illusion series coming out later in July. And I could go back to look at the game that started that series. I'm not sure if this new one is actually a part of this. I mean, the graphics don't look anything like they did the ones in the 90s, but it has Illusion in the title, so I'm assuming it's part of that series going on from, the Mickey Mouse's Castle of Illusion, the Land of Illusion, the World of Illusion, where it's a co-op with Donald Duck. Anyway, those are three options. What would you like tonight? I'm going to have to update the stream. Oh. My channel. Disney sounds like a little bit of fun. Okay, works for me. Let's update this then. Didn't work out. It's So I'm going to be playing the original version of this for the Sega Mega Drive rather than the updated remake they released 10 years ago. So I need RetroArch. Okay. Once Upon a Mouse. Oh, look at those 16-bit graphics. Welcome to Vera City, where life is joyful and everyone lives in peace. All but one, that is. One who is jealous of Minnie's beauty and popularity. The Witch Miserable. Good name. One day. Oh no. Mickey had to do something. He chased after the Witch Miserable, all the way to the... Actually, I should, I feel like I should update my stream info on my socials as well, but, considering that my streaming setup often has trouble showing RetroArch, and it's working right now. Oh, except it's not working. You guys can't see that. Let me try changing to that. Is that gonna work? Wow, we are really struggling today. Oh, this is going really not so well. No. I don't think this one's going to work either. Alright. Let's try something else then. I do have Arkham Origins, Blackgate, and Phoenix Wright both downloaded and good to go. In theory, at least. What do you think, Lucky? I'm very sorry about this. I don't know why this is happening tonight. Rip, that's life, I guess. I mean, it was all going well for like the first 20, 30 minutes. Then it just all fell apart. Alright. All good. I love an Ace Attorney moment. Ace Attorney works for me. This is a series I've never played before. But, yeah, after playing The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog earlier in the year, I really enjoyed that one, and I thought, you know, I'd like to play some more murder mystery, visual novels. Can I full screen this? Press enter. This is a keyboard one? Okay. Options. Okay, keyboard. I'm fine with that. I guess I won't be needing this anymore. I can plug my phone back in. Background music, text skip, screen shake, vibration text box, language, credits. Oh, here we go, resolution. Windowed mode. That's more like it. Okay, how do I get back? Escape? Oh. There we go. Figured it out. Oh wow, really? Ace Attorney is great, especially if you love puns and general silliness. I very much do love puns and general silliness. I mean, you know, I've seen the occasional meme of how ridiculous this series gets, yeah. I'm looking forward to trying this. I guess I need to change the stream info again first, though, don't I? Let me just do that. Nice music. Alright, just give me a minute here to update all my stream information on the channels. Alright, I think we're good to go now. Play this game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first turnabout. Yes! Oh no. Gasp. Oh no. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him! I'll make it look like he did it! August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hang on, that's all girls say. Right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Wouldn't this be a conflict of interest? Well, I mean, I suppose he's defending him. No. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! This guy's name is Butts. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. Wow, what a drama queen. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Did they tell me? It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Alright, tab. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. For a split second there, just kind of glancing at it in the corner, I thought it was a donut. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, July 31st, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay, so victim's name is Cindy. What's that? Backspace back. Or R profiles. Okay. Mia Fey, 27, chief attorney at Fay & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22, victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. And Winston Payne, age 52, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Well, that's very lucky for me, considering I'm starting out as a complete novice. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker, it's rather heavy. Would you call it heavy thoughts? Too soon? Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, isn't that true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Those are not great examples. Did they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens, or stop him from answering? Oh, poor Larry. Yeah. Bit of a nasty shock. Stop him from answering, probably. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Ugh. Wince.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Nope.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have me into honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
I just only got it now. This guy's name is Mr. Payne. Because he is a pain in the butt. Am I right? Am I right? Let's go.
This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling victims at the...
Let's try that again, shall we?
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowitz.
Frank Sowitz to the stand. I do not trust this guy.
Mr. Sowitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witnesses account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man flee an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Mary, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Ms. Stone's building was out from noon until 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. Alright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Ugh! How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in it. I think I've already spotted the contradiction. He said he didn't enter the apartment, but he also said that he tried to use Cindy's phone. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay. I don't see the testimony in there. Frank Sawit, age 36, discovered Miss Stone's body. Newspaper salesman who saw Larry flee the scene. Not entirely sure what I'm meant to do here. Cross-examination. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw him lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. I think I may have pressed the wrong button. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. I think it's strange. I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw him lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I've got it. I've got it. He said he used the phone at 1 p.m., didn't he? Here we go. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowett, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, there's already another contradiction. There was a blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. Found the body. Alright. Blackout report. Present. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowett? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sowett, the court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. I'd have used the word sweaty. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowett. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Wasn't a clock. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Here we go. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere now.
Wasn't that music?
What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock.
What?
The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, I saw it. Oh. Well, that was unexpected. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sanding the clock, I guess. Let's sand the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Heck! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Huh. He's right. How am I going to prove that?
Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett.
What? I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Oh.
Not so fast, Mr. Sowett.
Mia? I mean, Chief?
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief,
it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right?
Is she going to be saying that a lot?
Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be running 3 hours slow?
Well, yeah. Blackout.
Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence something that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
I mean, it's the blackout report again, right?
Excuse me? This proves your claim how? I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock.
That wasn't it. One more chance. Give me just one more chance.
Right, Mr. Wright, but time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Okay, so not the blackout record. The passport?
Could she have taken the clock with her? Or maybe brought it home as a present? Yeah, alright, let's try the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowett? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? That was lame. Nah. Yeah.
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete the defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Butts. And with that, this court is adjourned. Yay! I did it!
It turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day,
When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Selwyn let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Selwyn grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defense and Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Wow. Grim. Good. Wait, no. Wait, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. You're giving me a murder weapon as a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she caught quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? She kept the clock. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you just went some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent buds. Innocent buds. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no. Oh, that's ominous. A brand new episode has been added. Hey, I got an achievement too. First trial. Save your progress. Absolutely. Turnabout Sisters. Okay. Back. Bring. I guess it's already making the sound effects, isn't it? Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Me too, honestly. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh, I don't think I like the way this is going. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay and Cone Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Ah! Oh no. Oof. Red, white, blue. Well, crap. September 5th, 9:08 p.m., Fay and Cone Law Offices. So I suppose this will be where Maya comes in. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office.
smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check if Mia, the chief's okay. Okay. That smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Chief! 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 Who are you? And she fainted. Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief wishing away under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but there are any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Well, this feels familiar, doesn't it? The thinker added to the court record. The murder weapon looked like a statue, but it's actually a clock, made by Larry Butts. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light lying broken. Light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Broken shards of the glass light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. Except we recognize them. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The word is written in blood on a scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. Department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Is there anything else to examine? We already got the light stand. Oh, the window. There's a large building across right from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Okay, I think that's probably everything. Alright. Oh, no. Huh? That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Oh, there she is. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So May was writing that girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Alright, let's have a look-see. The door to the chief's office is slightly open. Better not touch the door. The sofa is for clients. It's leather, a real luxury model. A large painting. I guess you'd call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. Wow. Phoenix hates art. The reception desk. I usually sit here. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. Few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. A small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Light switch? No? Okay. Talk. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. Pardon me. And sis. So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. So present. About the thinker. The thinker. That was... Oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. Hey, would you like to know about my badge? I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. This was lying next to the chief. I know, I saw it there too. I thought they might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I'd better hurry up and call the police. No. I don't see a phone here. No. How do I call the police? How do thing? Oh, there's a phone in the office. Perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on the stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Makes sense, I guess. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Comfy chairs are absolutely necessary. The Fane Kern Ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. That all she used his PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Right, I better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Ah! She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Well, that's not good. Can I move over to the window? Guess not. Well, we're in trouble now. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Oof. Gumshoe. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, wouldn't she have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? Well, that's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, say. With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Well, at least Phoenix is off the hook. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looked so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Rude.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it that you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium, in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker, the one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Okay, let's look at that. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks.
Maya's memo added to the court record. Conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone.
Okay. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. I mean, technically it's 2 identical clocks that have committed 2 identical murders. But so then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now.
Alright, let's talk about spirit mediums.
So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountains to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. Oh! I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Well, if that's what she really wants.
Sure, why not?
I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Huh?
Say, what about your parents?
I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Wow. Justice moves quickly in this game. What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Okay. Is there anything to examine in here? Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitors' room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Okay. No, I don't think I have anything to give her at this time. Alright, so I guess I should go to this guy. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Alright, well, might as well have a look around while I'm here. That painting has been bugging me ever since I Why does Phoenix hate art so much? The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Solid mahogany desk. Mahogany! The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Mahogany. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Mahogany. Alright, I guess we're done here then. Whoop. What happened there? Oh no. Oh. Right. Wrong window. I suppose I can go back to my office. The office is filled with police officers. Oh, good. Maybe Detective Gumshoe is here. Wouldn't that just make him Detective? They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! There's a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're the Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe. Detective. Detective Suede Shoes or Detective Gumtree. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. I mean, you are very much acting like it. Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. But be right there.
Thanks, Dick. Now what could you make me do?
You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick.
Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all.
Time of death. 9th of... Oh, hang on. This is American dating, so it's September 5th, 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. And yet she still had time to write... Hang on. Then maybe someone else wrote Maya on the receipt. About Maya.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win.
Why do you say that?
City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the...
Oh, I know that guy.
City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth?
Sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all.
Prosecutor Edgeworth?
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you?
Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict.
Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. So, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case.
So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I mean, technically, I'm still not Maya's lawyer yet, but... Alright, we should probably see if we can get Maya's phone back. There was a... Oh, that's the wrong...
Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it.
Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself?
Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not.
So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Oh, I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective.
Nope, I know nothing, pal.
For once, I agree. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all.
Seems he didn't notice a recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court records to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your unlawful ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness?
Yeah, Miss April May.
April May? Really?
I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then?
Aha! You're trying your unloyalty tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. I got that right, pal. Oh, hello, Hucky. Edgeworth, your beloved, your sweet boy. Oh, some of the names coming up are fantastic. You don't even know yet. I'm looking forward to them. Yeah, this detective doesn't strike me as all that clever. That's kind of why I've given them the Napa voice. April May isn't even the start. Okay, good. What else have we got here? We got the autopsy report, got the phone. I guess we could show in some of this evidence as well. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that. Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. Look at my badge! What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. Alright. So... guess we can have a look around. Mia's favorite potted plants. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Quarterly line stricta, pal. Who was that? Sky's blue and so am I. Wow. Dramatic. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is... Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is that Mia's probably read all of these. Okay, I think we're probably done here then. Should I try my luck with the witness, or is that pushing my luck? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee! Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful white witness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Alright, what do we got over here? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside that drawer. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Clearly she's been expecting company. Somebody must be staying with her. The late summer sunlight streams through the window.
There's the Fay and Cone War Office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Good to know. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Alright, let's interview this one. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee, you know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, tee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go and look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh, boy. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Yeah, she ain't talking. Meh. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How can I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Yeah, I think we're done here. Alright, we'll try the Grossberg lawyer officers again. Sounds like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your card? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Martin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya Fay. Ooh. Ah, yes. Maya Fay. Go on. What strange reaction? Ah-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. You just said you weren't. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Look. Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. This is pretty sus. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fay's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go and look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry.
but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale. I'm not buying.
I'm not buying. Jeez.
Alright.
Should we try presenting some of this evidence to him? Maybe see if we can get him to open up?
Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
Alright, fine. Well, looks like Maya's stuck with me. That's the good stuff. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Ugh. I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought... You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Obviously not. I've made up my mind.
I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Ugh.
Why?
Why? Well...
No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
Ooh, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes!
And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? Something has been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. Alright, I guess it's telling me to go back to the hotel then. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are...
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no. Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? I see what he was insinuating. Oh, dear. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
I almost forgot.
Ah, you came back quick.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White, a blue corp, found.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White, you say? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Mary's mother. Could it be a coincidence? First things first. Let's see if we can get this out without being interrupted again. Screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. Well, that and the screwdriver suggests she was removing it from Mia's phone. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Oh, wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. How exciting. Yes, I will. September 7, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. It's the same judge. I like this guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Maya Fey. What voice am I going to do for Edgeworth? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, that sounds good.
snobby and entitled. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime.
Yes, that's exactly the right voice for him. Thank you, Lucky.
The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
He does not look happy to be here.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window, here. And the cause of
death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir.
Rude. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue.
War plans added to the court record. Murder scene, the Fay & Co. War officers. Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her.
I'm seeing a contradiction there. At the time of the call, Maya was not in the office. She was in the outer office. Phoenix was the only one in the room.
The witness saw Ms. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that test.
Well, I could! Whoosh. Smack.
Hey, Maya just threw something at me.
What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already, blah blah blah. I can't see a single contradiction in there. I'll just have to take Maya's advice and press him on anything suspicious. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people already there already. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and we had a witness account describing her. Okay. Tap. Oh, I haven't had a look at this yet. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while? Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue of the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight. So what can I do here? Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Hmm? It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Oh, shoot. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Q, press. Hold it. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. Right, I think this is where I step in. Death was instantaneous. There we go. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
Oh, when? The day after the murder.
It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
Wow. Check this guy out. With his little snobby bow and everything. I really hate him.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
I mean, yeah, sure. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? I thought...
Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What?
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Okay, well, that puts a big hole in our defense.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
April May. Exactly what part of her is innocent? April May. But... oh god, she's still posing even on the stand.
Witness, your name, please.
April May. At your oh my god. At your service.
Holy cow. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd.
The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Thank you. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. Tee! I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Phoenix Wright offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked at the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Wink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand that you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Of course I will. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth didn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Alright. It was like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was a couple of minutes before 9 o'clock when the murder happened, but touching... Yeah, alright. Hang on. Doesn't have the time on it. So I can't use that. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's got to be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press her on the facts a bit. Alright, what button is it? Q. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, Gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rah! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling details were necessary, darling.
Ms. May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Oh, wink.
I've got to head off to bed. Have a fun rest of your stream. Take care and good night. Thanks for watching, Lucky. Have a good sleep. Take care.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. Okay. I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statuey clock. The Thinker, I think.
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee! I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay. How did she know it's a clock? Alright. So do I present the evidence, or... I think I'll press her on this. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Huh. Alright. E. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Hello? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The law offices of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... I find it hard to believe she would have been able to hear it from across the street. What? But also, it couldn't have rung because it had evidence in it. Yeah, alright. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose the test to see if she could really hurt. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions. Quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Huh? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, but as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Love that little smug smile. Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork is already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, is it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Holy. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Oh, yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuses not on sale today? Oh. Oh, good. Oh no, she's scary now. What to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Quite a change. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Got a little eye twitch going on there now. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. A wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. That'd be this. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Ooh. Your Honor, this is relevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? So epic. Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock was... Let me just check that again. Yeah, it's a clock. It's made to look like that statue. Why is Miles pressing me on this? Is there something I'm missing here? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer? It's not fair. All of you hanging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
Clearly.
That did it. The court's seen a real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Oof. Well, you're not the first man who saw that. Of course, I can and I will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Humph. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. I mean, you know, she can't exactly have committed the murder if she was across the street calling the police as well. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Oh, wink.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
Well, yeah, but that still doesn't explain why she was tapping the phone.
So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've certainly quite well enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she was innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Ms. Maya Fay. That is my condition.
What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Sure, let's give it a try. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Oh god, he even brought the tea tray.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That, he said, looks rather heavy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Ms. May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
Okay, so here's a question. Why would someone want coffee at 9 o'clock at night? Let's go with Q. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed the details several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished it. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Well, that didn't do any good.
This bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie, but I have to find something to use in his testimony. One more time. I'll press him until he spills the beans. Or his tea. Alright, let's see. Have I got anything here I can use to... We haven't had anything to do with this class yet. No, I don't think there's anything there. Precisely 9 o'clock?
Precisely, exactly.
Most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir.
Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time?
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You were sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, favored me with an embracer, sir.
Embracer? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Aunt Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. That's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy had absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Wait. Please wait.
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Can I save? Just in case.
Room service.
Tell me again about a room service.
Again, sir? At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, I reckon.
Jesus Christ. I see. Huh? $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir.
Ah. What did he say? What did you say?
Rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool.
I've done it. I've won.
I'm sure it won't be that easy.
Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my affair. Court is adjourned.
Well, that was an interesting little turnaround. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really?
I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. Lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down to later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis... Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken for the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Why, yes. Yes, we will. Well, it is almost 11:30, so this might actually be a good place to stop for tonight. I'm enjoying this. I think I would like to continue it next week. And, you know, it's certainly operating a lot more reliably than the Xbox app is, so let's go with that. So thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me back here again next week, Australian Eastern Time, 8 p.m. on Saturday. If you're looking for more Scruffy Mac content in the meantime, have a look down below. There's a couple of links there. First one is my YouTube, where I archive all my Twitch streams, since Twitch only holds onto them for a week. Pardon me. Secondly, you have my Twitter, so long as Twitter is still operational. You can get, you know, if you follow me, you can get alerts about when I go live. Or, honestly, the easiest way to do that is probably by following me here on Twitch. But, you know, I also retweet stuff that may or may not entertain you. And finally, there is a link to my Tumblr, where I have been doing a series of blogs investigating whether the Sonic the Hedgehog comics that were published by Archie for over 25 years were actually a syndicated cartoon from the 80s and 90s. I mean, think about all the types of episodes you see in those kind of cartoons. There's the episode where they go into space. There's the episode where two people change bodies. There's the episode where they're suddenly shrunk. There's the episode where they're suddenly giants. There's the episode where the hero and the villain are trapped together and have to work together as a team to escape. And most recently, the episode I have done is Evil Alien Invaders. So, yeah, I should have it was only part one of that I did, investigating an alien race that was original to the comics. But next week, I should have a new week one up that investigates the Black Arms, you know, the aliens that were seen in the Shadow the Hedgehog game. So, yeah, if that kind of thing might interest you, give that a look. In the meantime, thank you all for watching again. Hope you all have a fantastic day and or night, whatever time of day it is for you. And I hope to see you back here again next week, where we will continue investigating the murder of Mia Fey. Thanks a lot. Take care.